The violence unfolded during practice and one day before a charity game between Republicans and Democrats. The gunman was killed. We're learning more about his possible motive. And tonight, people are coming together to pray for the victims, including Congressman Steve Scalise, who is in critical condition. CBS 2's Brian Conybeare live in Alexandria, Virginia with more. Brian.
Well, Dana, a quiet Wednesday morning here in this suburban community was simply shattered by gunfire that nobody expected. And one of those Republican congressmen practicing on this baseball field behind me actually spoke to the suspect just before he opened fire.
Because I did have an interaction with someone in the parking lot.
That interaction was with 66-year-old James T. Hodgkinson,
who asked me if the team practicing was a Democrat or a Republican team. I told him they were Republicans. He said, "Okay, thanks."
But little did Representative Jeff Duncan know what Hodgkinson was planning to do next on this quiet Alexandria ball field, where Republican congressmen were practicing for tomorrow's charity game against House Democrats.
I started to get up, and somebody in the dugout said, "Get down, get next to the wall." And he continued shooting.
Dozens of shots rang out, some even hitting the window of a nearby YMCA. Hodgkinson used an assault rifle like this one. House Majority Whip Steve Scalise, who was reportedly near second base, crawled bleeding to the outfield. Here you can see him being carried by a stretcher to a waiting medevac. Senator Jeff Flake witnessed it all.
I got Steve Scalise's phone and called his wife, and I just didn't want her to wake up and hear the news.
Congressman Scalise and his wife Jennifer have 2 children.
I spoke with Steve's wife, Jennifer, and I pledged to her our full and absolute support. Anything she needs.
Speaking earlier today, President Trump said America is praying for the congressman and all of the victims. As the investigation continued, Hodgkinson of Belleville, Illinois, who was shot by Capitol Police, was taken to the hospital where he died. A Facebook page belonging to a person with that name from the Belleville area contained several posts criticizing President Trump and an image of Democratic Senator Bernie Sanders.
I am sickened by this despicable act.
A lifelong friend of Hodgkinson, who was a home inspector, told CBS he knew nothing about his political beliefs, and what happened today was simply not in his nature.
He was a happy-go-lucky guy.
Law enforcement officials arrived at his modest clapboard home in a rural community southeast of St. Louis just after 11:30 a.m. Police confirm Hodgkinson had been previously arrested, but they have yet to determine what led to the intense escalation of violence. Investigators are still on the ball field here gathering evidence. They've also been going through an old white van with Illinois license plates that they believe the suspect was actually living in this area of Alexandria since March and possibly plotting this attack that whole time. Reporting from Alexandria, Virginia, Brian Conybeare, CBS 2 News.
Brian, thank you.